one at a time, and we'll get the job done. Y'all know what to say. On three. 1, 2, 3.
And the home of the Jets.
Mr. Primetime.
We got playoff hockey. We got playoff basketball. We got Mets baseball. And we're talking some Jets. What's going on?
And you got our new intro. We do it the new intro, man. See what I do when you're gone?
Shit's awesome. Well done. Who's that? Romeo and who else did it?
It was Doug Winkowski made the music,
That's
and
awesome.
then Romeo did the video, and they
Well
synced
done.
it up, so it came out perfect, man. It was awesome.
Love that.
So, what's up, everybody? We got everybody. Let's say hello to Elmo. What's up, Armand?
Can we post the hockey score on the bottom, or
We can just talk right off if you'd like.
I'm just saying if we want to, keep everybody up to date.
This is a good question.
It is
Balls.
2-0 Rangers. So just
What idiot put the Yankees, Rangers, and Knicks games all on at the same time? I mean,
I personally love it.
Not me. Now I'm trying to stream. So welcome back, Primetime. How you been?
Hanging in there, man. Feels good to at least be in a state of mind good enough to talk some football. So,
what football? We're talking football tonight? Is that what we're doing?
we can. I'll talk Rangers all night if you want to.
No, we'll stay to football. We're good.
Men versus boys.
Oh, please. This is typical.
You guys do not stand a chance in the series.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Be proud if you win one game. I mean
Okay.
that.
I'll be more than proud.
I mean that sincerely.
Give me a break.
It's a shame after such a good regular season, you don't even get a home game either. Just Ranger fans everywhere, but it is what it is.
What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us. I know there's so much on TV right now with, like I said, you got baseball, you got hockey, you got basketball. Why the hell do you want to talk to us or listen to talk about the Jets? Let's bring on the third amigo. What's up, man?
What it is, what it do, what it was. Prime time. What's up, baby?
What's going on?
What's up, OG, man? Miss you, man.
Missed you on the rap show.
Yo,
heard you were getting roasted with your top 5.
Yo, bro, please,
we don't
man.
have to talk about that.
Yo, bro, please listen, man. Y'all disrespectful young bucks, man. Y'all show some respect, man. To the top. Yo, my top 5 really was the era I come from is really a top 10. Yo, bro, who could you take off the list? Tyson. Give my list real quick, Tyson. You some of these guys you'll know.
You got a million sports on it. You're talking rap.
Yo, listen, bro. I just got to get my point across, man. Number one.
This is his content for the week. So let him go.
No, listen, stop messing with Tyrone. Tyrone's been doing his videos on Facebook every week, buddy. But listen. So number one.
I mean, do we want to? We can evaluate the videos. Should we get feedback on these videos?
I mean, absolutely, bro. Mr. Tim loves me, baby. It is what it is. All mine love me, baby. Yo, my man. Yo, and my mans, they love me. Let's get it popping. But anyway, yo, I had Biggie, I had Method Man, I had Big Pun. I had Rakim, I had Jada, Andre 3000.
That's 6.
Yo, bro, I went like 10. I told them during the show, bro, it's got to be like 10. It's too many great rappers to do, man. Like, you know what I mean?
I could take everybody off after Biggie, to be honest. But that's just me.
You what? See, this is why you want. You know what, man, Tyson?
Different eras. Different eras.
This guy's a Mets fan. I don't want to talk this bullshit, bro.
Different eras. So, the rap game has evolved, and you
Prime
stay
time.
stuck in your ways. It's okay.
You would have really put Eminem on in your greatest rap of all time.
Easy.
You probably put Lil Wayne on it too. I heard you. I see your little video.
Lil Wayne, I would just as a personal preference. I would acknowledge as far as like contributions to the game. He's not top 5, but my personal preference he is.
And you would actually go out your way and tell somebody that Eminem is one of the greatest rappers.
See what my idea is. You guys should take this conversation and make it like a conversation on a stream where you can actually discuss.
It was supposed to be. I missed out.
He didn't show up. What are you talking about?
I mean, on our channel. You guys do it on our channel.
That's my fault.
Yeah, it's all good though. How you been, Tyson? Yo, I saw how'd your fight do this weekend, bro? How you do?
Did all right, man. Not as anticipated. Had some adversity. Had some things I cannot comment on because I don't want to offend people. So I'm just gonna leave things alone. But
yo, I heard you didn't yell, man. What the fuck is going on?
No, we yelled,
bro?
dude. We lost our voices, dude. No,
okay.
Picture somebody took was probably the one time we weren't yelling.
Okay, I was like, yo, hold on.
No,
I couldn't imagine you being calm. And yo, listen, one more thing coming out, yo. Who you guys got this weekend? Garcia or Tank Davis, man. This is about to be.
I don't watch enough boxing.
Woo!
Tank Davis is legit though, so
this gonna be Tyson. They bet their whole purse, man.
I know.
They bet. That's nuts.
We'll see if it happens though.
Yo, that's nuts.
What's up, Will? Will, I'll tell you this: go in early because Ashes to New goes on very early. I was surprised. I missed their first 2 songs, but Shine Down's phenomenal. 3 Days Grace is great, but go in early for Ashes to New, dude. The concert starts super early. I was surprised by that. Garcia, they got it. What's up, everybody? So what we'll do, we'll cover some quick things here. We'll bring people on, share the link. But I guess the biggest story right now is not really a big story, but it's the Quinnen Williams thing where, as expected, he's not going to report. OT is no big deal. It's just, you're not – until you get like mandatory minicamp, things like that, it makes more of like a headline. But to me, it's like the Jets are slow playing these negotiations, and it's kind of biting them in the ass because as they're holding it, they're playing it out, all these other guys are getting these mega contracts, and this price tag is going up.
But do you really think they could actually get it done until Aaron Rodgers is official?
Nope.
Until you know what his number is going to be?
You don't think they know that already? You don't think they know what his number is going to be already?
They might not. I don't know.
Come on, dude. They know that shit already. It's just down. I think they know what he's going to make. They know all these different things. It's just a matter of compensation, and they got to pick what they want to do and when they want to do it. I think
if that is the case, then I don't know what they're waiting for. Because like you said, the price tag is only going to go up. So
I think the problem is that they I think I kind of agree with you, Prime Time. I think they're going to be with him. I think they're going to actually wait to see what the number's going to be with him. So, but I will say this though, they should pay the man.
So you think on April 18th they have no idea what Aaron Rodgers is going to restructure his contract into?
No, they do know, Tyson, but until he hits the books and everything else they want to do, well, the players they want to get, money for the draft and everything else, I think they have an idea what they want to get Quinnen. I think they have the base structure of the deal down. I think it's just the amount of money that he's asking for. They're trying, listen, to me, slow playing a guy who's done everything right is downright stupid to me. It makes no sense.
But the point, my question is, if they know what the number is for Aaron Rodgers, I think they do. They know all this shit already. Then they're just playing this out. Like if you want to slow play it now and let it linger, that's fine. But the last thing I want is for the Jets to be on Hard Knocks and Quinnen Williams holding out, because that'll be a complete
Revis again.
Yep.
Yo, I mean, we don't know exactly what Quinnen is asking for either. I mean, if he's asking for a number that's just crazy right now, then yeah, the Jets have every right with 4 months left until training camp to slow play it. Ultimately, though, it's like you've got plenty of money next year and the year after. Like you can afford to give him some big hits in those 2 years.
But see, that's not even necessarily true, because yes, they have a tremendous amount of money. How many guys are under contract when you have all that money?
But who else do they have to pay?
Yeah,
dude, you have like 30 guys under contract. Like you got signed 20 guys to fill out your
roster. Draft well.
Yeah, I mean,
do you have 25 draft picks?
I mean, but listen, Tyson. I think what Prime Time is kind of alluding to is that there's no major money on. You don't have to pay a quarterback. It's no major money on. There's no major money on the deal. Like what's going to be done with Aaron Rodgers is going to be something that they already allocated anyway. You have the money to pay Quinnen, and you can give him. You can structure it however you want to. And I don't understand why they won't do that. Listen, I understand you don't want to give him $25 million. I don't agree with $25 million. But like I said,
what's wrong with $25 million?
Real quick though, like, don't you think it sends a good message to like reward a guy that's actually done the right thing, worked his ass off,
I'd pay him right now.
Yeah, but that's what Tyson,
I'm saying, yeah. I'd rather pay him instead of a free agent.
Exactly, but would you give him $25 million though?
Yes,
I would.
You would? Okay. Well, see, I see. For me, I was thinking $25 million
in 3 or 4 years. The top interior D lineman's probably going to be making $30 million.
You know what? You got a point.
So, Tara, why would you not pay him $25 million?
I just think that because whatever, I don't want a fictitious number. I'm going to give him a real number. So I'm like $23 million. I probably give him a 5-year deal. I'm gonna probably say one.
Gonna haggle over $2 million?
Well, no, I'm just saying though. Like I just think that they're gonna structure it in a way that helps the team. Because
the question here's it's simple. Do you want to pay him $25 million? That's it. He says, I want 4 years, $100 million.
Oh yeah, I'll give him that. Definitely give him that.
I'd give him more than 4 years.
But see, Tyson, what I was thinking though, I was thinking they were looking at more like a 5-year deal, $150 million. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, now you're talking $30 million a year. I never said that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like, that's the kind of deal that I mean. But because it's like the numbers, like they can give you whatever they want to give you. The guaranteed money is the most important money, and the money you get in that sign.
Right, but how much if he wants 5 years, 125, okay, I'm done. Let's do it. To me, there's like this is like, and Primetime mentioned already. This is what Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson are all going to be watching. How do they handle one of the best players on a team in the prime of his career that's done everything right on and off the field? He's had a breakout year. He's all pro. He's a dominant force, easily one of the top defensive linemen in football. Pay him. Like this is it. Like there's no. He's homegrown. He's your guy. Like this is it.
I mean,
Yeah, especially now, like you're getting Aaron fucking Rodgers. You're win now. Like you're not planning for the future anymore. You're not, even in the thought process of possibly trying to trade him or anything else. Like you're all in right now. So pay this guy and let him be a part of your future.
How much you gonna guarantee though?
Best thing you have right now.
I don't give a shit, dude. Whatever you want. 60 million. It's not my money. It's Woody Johnson's money. Let him pay it. I don't care.
25 million a year, 6-7 years done.
Yeah.
Okay. Guarantee money doesn't matter shit to me. That's out of his pocket. Woody Johnson's got plenty of money he's made off of us. Let him spend it. Right? I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah, I listen. The one thing we all agree with is I think Quinnen should get paid. I really do. Like he's a homegrown guy, like you said, man. This kid has done everything correct. He shows up. He's been an excellent leader, and he's improved every year. People make the comparison that he's not Aaron Donald. I think at the end of the day, but no, listen. The problem is you haven't had nobody around him for him to be dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like you have pieces around him, and you're watching this guy flourish. So and listen, the one game he didn't play, this defense looked regular as hell, didn't it? It looked really. Listen, if he'd have played in Minnesota, that'd have been a different outcome. You feel me? So like, listen.
Braxton Barrett's catches a pass would be fine too. I mean,
no. But Tyson, I don't even think it would have got to that point. I think Quinnen when he was out.
I mean, okay, let's not say. I mean, where was he against Jacksonville and Seattle?
I mean, shit happens. No, he's the dominant player, bro. Like he's the dominant player. He's the best player. He's the best defensive player on our team, other than Sauce. You know what I'm saying? Them two, those positions are definitely what's needed to make this team great. And you're going all into Aaron Rodgers. You got to pay this man to get this man. You want this man happy. You want him in the building. I don't want him coming in, Tyson, at the end of July and pulling a fucking hamstring and be out for 3-4 weeks. That's the type of shit that happens. Nah, man, you can't have that.
No distraction.
Yeah, no, absolutely, not at all.
So you go from the Quinnen Williams thing, which I hopefully gets done before training camp. That's all I want. I just don't want the unnecessary distraction. And then you have the Jets were in the market. They went after, Beckham Jr. They didn't get him. DeAndre Hopkins come out and says, I don't want to play for the Jets. So DeAndre Hopkins is not, but he wants to play for the Bills, which is annoying as hell. But the question I have for you is, we're a little bit 9 days away from the draft, whatever else. Could wide receiver prime time be in play at 13?
Yes, and it should be.
Really?
I understand some people are going to say offensive line is probably a bigger need, but what I'm going to say is that what we were just talking about, if you're actually win now, the possibility that Mekhi Becton is going to be healthy, he's definitely going to be a starter if he's healthy. You have Dwayne Brown, who should be starting with the money that he's making. Yep. You have AVT, who could play there if needed. So it's like whoever you're drafting at 13, that guy could possibly be a depth player. Whereas you could be investing in a number 1 draft pick for Aaron Rodgers. Like that's what's more important.
I
right?
1000% disagree with you.
Me too.
I disagree 100%.
Listen, let me jump in this for a minute. I'm gonna be really honest with you, Tyson. We don't know.
You need another weapon. Do you disagree with that?
No, I prime time. I absolutely agree with you, Tyson. We've been disagreeing the last couple of weeks, but today we're on the same accord because it makes.
Let's go.
It's not one receiver that I can see at 13 that's worthy of that. I just don't see it. That's gonna make that big of a difference. And, to be honest with you, you should have kept. You should have kept Elijah Moore. What the fuck you should have did, but that's another whole other subject that's touchy. But no, you can't take a quarterback. There's no way you can take a receiver at 13. No way.
But see, the reason why I'm not doing it.
Garrett says he's better than him. So
yeah, but I mean, he's sticking up for his teammate. But the reason why I'm not doing it is what you're saying as a known commodity and Becton and Brown is to me is both unknowns. And I want an offensive tackle. I want a guy for this year and a guy for the future because guess what? Both Becton and Brown could be gone next year.
Yep.
And then what?
Yes.
And Max Mitchell, he's coming off his thing. I know they re-signed Agbui today, but dude,
I'm just saying also though, like rookie tackles aren't always a sure thing either. I mean,
neither rookie receivers.
Garrett Wilson, rookie of the year. I mean,
how many? Hold on. How many receivers did the Jets drafted that flopped on their face too?
I'm just saying.
But to me, the most pressing need
struggled his rookie year.
But dude,
he was undersized.
The most pressing need is offensive line. And right now you have
if you don't stay healthy, then yes, it's the most pressing need.
But they could both be gone next year. You draft a guy to me, it's like if you get a top tackle here, and if he doesn't play this year or only plays you're grooming him for next year when both these guys are going to
So how about this? What about Michael Mayer at 13?
Nope.
He helps
Offensive tackle, dude.
He helps you as a blocker and as a pass catcher.
No,
Why
because
not?
because
Why not?
because
It's not
this
a
is
need.
why.
Why not?
It's not a need.
I'll tell you why.
What the fuck you mean it's not a need?
Let me
It's
tell
not
you
a
why.
need.
Can I tell you why?
The same argument that you're giving me for offensive tackle
No,
could apply to
you know,
tight end.
because
It's not a
Saleh
fucking
and Conklin
need.
keep gone
Hold on.
next year.
It's not a
Hold
need.
on.
Not
But listen,
tight end's not in.
You
Tyson,
have
go ahead.
wait, hold on. We don't even know what we have in Ruckert yet because they didn't play last year. You have
You don't
Conklin and
you don't think
Uzuma,
that
and you're
says
gonna have an offensive coordinator that's actually gonna feature tight end. And here's the other missing piece: you're gonna have a quarterback that actually will hit the tight end. So to me, tight end is the least of my concerns. You have 3 guys there that are all
Conklin-
competent
Yeah,
players.
Conklin and Uzama are guys. They're average. They're okay. They're good. They're overpaid also.
You don't know
For
what
the
Rucker is,
production
though.
that they give.
How do we know that when you had
You don't think it says something though that
White,
Rucker,
Joe Flacco,
you don't
Zach
think it
Wilson
says something
throwing to him?
when there are rookie tight ends all across the league that were getting on the field last year making plays, 4th, 5th round picks, and Rucker couldn't even get active.
Dude,
half the time?
you're talking about
You
an
don't think that
offensive.
says
Wait,
something?
you're talking about an offensive coordinator that wasn't playing Garrett Wilson to start the season. An offensive coordinator that didn't even want to play Zonovan Knight. See what happened there?
Yeah.
Like I have more.
I'm
questions
not
for
saying
Michael
I'm not
Jordan than
saying
anything else.
Rucker might not be a good player and have a role, but if you could get a legitimate number 1 tight end, like a fucking a Kelsey or
Me,
Gronkowski
I'm going
type,
offensive
if you think
line.
Mayer's that type and you can get him at 13, why the hell not?
Offensive line.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm not going that high. And I'm a Notre Dame guy. I love Mayer. I ain't taking him at 13. Offensive line.
You sign a center, and your offensive line is better than it was last year.
What
if
center?
Becton's healthy.
But I'll tell you
Ben
this.
Jones,
You
bring
could
back
you
McGovern,
know what?
I
I'll
don't
tell you this. I'd sign Ben Jones, and I'd still draft center in 2nd round. No problem. I'd double dip.
Yep. I
Fine,
definitely want to.
then you're taking a playmaker at 13. You don't need to go offensive line back to back.
Yes, you do.
Yo,
How many
Tyson,
offensive
what?
linemen do you need?
I
Are you
would.
serious?
What?
I would.
The
I would go.
Oh my
I go
God.
offensive line in the 1st round. I go center in the 2nd round. No problem.
So
After signing Ben Jones, you're still going to draft the center.
100%. Because Ben Jones is what? Got 2 years, maybe with all the injury
So
concerns.
He hasn't had a
where are
full
you addressing?
season.
So where are you addressing your safety? Where are you
You got
addressing your other
safeties.
linebacker position?
Well, you got safeties.
Coverage safety?
Yeah, why not? You got Tony
Who?
Adams. But you can also there's also free agents out there. There's other draft picks. Dude, I'm building in the trenches, man. I am rebuilding this offensive line.
And who's your other receiver? You keeping Corey Davis now?
No, Corey Davis, dude, is Mecole Hardman not available anymore? Did he vanish? You still
What
got
did he
Hardman,
do with-
Lazard, and Garrett Wilson.
What did he do
And they're
with
probably
Mahomes?
gonna sign
I like
Randall
him on
Cobb.
special teams, but what did he do with
Denzel-
Mahomes in that offense?
I mean, look
He
at
couldn't
all the
flourish there. I mean,
prime time.
what's
Look
his
at all the-
ceiling here? He's a good speed guy, but like
Look
he's
at all the
a
other
runner
weapons.
too.
Look at all the other weapons they had there. We don't need a 1 and 2. We got Lazard. We got Wilson. If you keep Davis, you still got Mims. Come on, man.
Lazard is good, but you need another one or at least a number 2. You
So
need
now
a-
you're telling me
So
without
Lazard-
Elijah Moore here, you need somebody to replace
you're
him.
to say
So
Garrett
Lazard-
Wilson,
What he
Hardman, and Lazard's not good enough with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback?
Okay.
With all your tight ends and your running backs?
You need one more weapon.
How many? Wait.
How many
You got-
offensive linemen do you want?
But dude, you
You're
have
not gonna be a
Lazard,
receiver.
you have
You're-
Lazard,
you're-
Hardman,
you're
Garrett
one
Wilson,
injury-
you got 2
one-
tight ends, and you got running backs. Brees Hall.
One Garrett Wilson injury, and that receiving corps is fucking terrible. Let's be
That's
honest.
fine. And they'll sign.
Right?
They'll probably
Am
sign
I
Randall
wrong?
Cobb. They'll sign.
And
Okay.
you're
If
one
Garrett Wilson-
Brown.
Go ahead.
You one Brown and one Mekhi Becton injury away from having a fucking best line with the best quarterback we've had in franchise history.
That is incorrect because Dwayne Brown was injured to start last year, and the Jets were still 5-2. The offensive line played fine with Ogbui and Max Mitchell.
Come on,
They
Prime
just
Time.
re-signed Ogbui. Max
Oh
Mitchell's
my
coming
God.
back,
Come on,
and now you're
Prime
going to have a
Time.
better quarterback.
Come
And that
on,
was
Prime
okay
Time,
last
man.
year.
Come on,
Zach
man.
Wilson under center.
Come on, Prime
Am I
Time.
saying anything that's factually incorrect right now?
Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro. Stop the cap,
Exactly.
man.
You're shaking your head 'cause you don't have a response.
No,
You have a
because
response.
you're manipulating this shit to make
No, I'm not.
to make your
Zach Wilson was under center with Ogbui and Max Mitchell as your tackles last year.
Yeah, and
They
what
did okay.
was the leading premises of last
saying.
year's
saying.
offense? Brees Hall.
And there's still a possibility that Mekhi Becton in a
We
contract
literally
year
watched
is gonna
Mike
be
White get
motivated as fuck
his
to actually
brains
get out there
beat
and
out
play.
because they couldn't protect him.
Yeah,
You love Mekhi Becton every day on social media, but now you don't think he's actually gonna be able
No,
to play this year?
Hold on, Tyron, hold on.
Yeah,
Wait,
go ahead.
I love
Go ahead.
Mekhi Becton every day on
Yeah.
social media. I
Yeah.
think it's awesome that he's
Both of
using
you.
that platform to show his weight loss and be in the
agree.
best shape of his life.
Which
as he
is
goes into a
also
contract
showing
year.
that he's incredibly motivated this year. He's a
Right.
different player in a different mindset.
Right, and they haven't picked up his
And he's in a
fifth-year option,
contract year.
so
They
he
don't
could
have
be
to.
gone next year. So you know what?
Yeah, but for this year, I think he's going to be on the field. I think he's going to be good, man.
We
I
hope
do.
so, but he hasn't played in 2 years.
And if he's not, you still have Max Mitchell. You still have Ogbui.
Max
You
Mitchell's
still have
coming off
Dwayne
stuff, too.
Brown.
Like,
You still have
dude.
AVT that can kick outside. How many tackles do we need?
So wait, so then in
What's
that
more
case,
important?
so you don't want no offensive line at all?
Sign a center. You can draft a tackle in the 2nd or later rounds.
Wait, so wait,
You can still sign another
on the
veteran
second
tackle.
round now. So now it's just a matter of first or second round. How about get the best one instead of settling?
Personally, I'd sign another veteran, like a low cost veteran.
You don't want to protect
Brown late.
You don't want to protect Aaron Rodgers. That doesn't make any sense for you right prime time.
Whoever we draft, I'm not expecting to play anyway. Like, you have enough guys right now. You could sign another guard maybe if you want.
That's just prime time. That's
you got 5 guys that could play tackle right now. That did last year, or that could.
And you got a guy that can come in and
we
start
get good ones though.
I mean, exactly.
You're one injury away at receiver from being screwed. That's all I'm saying.
And you're one injury away from offensive line of being screwed, man.
But also the guy that you're drafting this year
though.
could be here for the next 4 years as a player, as Brown and Becton leads. It's also your insurance policy going forward.
Same thing about your receiver though. Him and Garrett Wilson could be your 1-2 punch for the next 5-10 years.
But you have Lazard to resign. That's your 1-2 punch. Lazard's that guy already.
What receiver would you
What's
take?
Lazard's ceiling?
What receiver would you take at 13? What receiver would you take at 13?
I like Jackson Smith and Jeebud. That's me.
A player who didn't play one game. He played one game last year. That's who you would draft. Okay.
And if he did, he's probably a top 5 pick.
Okay. Yeah, but he's not. He didn't play one. He played one game last year.
I know.
Okay, so that's the guy you would. That's the guy you would grab for draft 13, right? Okay.
Yeah. I'd be okay with it.
I can tell. I can definitely tell.
And like I said, I'd be okay with Mayer also. I'd be okay with that.
Mayer
I'm
13.
There's no hell no.
There's just, dude.
No.
If you think he's a game-changing tight end, we haven't had that in our offense in fucking forever.
We haven't had a quarterback that can get the ball to the tight end in forever.
Tyson, you've seen every game the kids play. What are your honest thoughts on him?
He's a beast, dude. He can block, he can catch, he can do it all. Mayer can do it all.
So you wouldn't want that?
I'd rather just go. I'd rather go offensive tackle. I would.
Yeah, I would too.
He helps in both ways.
I would too, man. That's just. I mean, but it's not a pressing need, prime time. Tackle is a pressing need.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you can still.
It might be. You don't know that it is.
Yo, listen. If you get old boy from Georgia, the top tackle in the draft, right? And you can make Brown. You can either make Brown a June first cut if necessary. If the gig comes in to play that well, you know what I'm saying? Or you can put him on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Or you can have insurance for Becton. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell's coming off blood clots, bro. We don't know how this kid's going to be or what time frame his injury is coming back, man. And then listen, you got Aaron Rodgers, man. If you give Aaron Rodgers time, man, he can do it. And there's no receivers in the second and third round that you would actually like. I mean, I know we don't have a third round, but you can move up in the fourth round and get a third round. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't think nobody out there that's quality? Come on, man. Not doing that shit.
And what's the guy? Irvin Charles, the other guy we had the Jets like.
Yeah.
What's his name? Sorry.
Do you guys really think though Uzomah and Conklin are going to be here after next year?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think it's a premium pick that I'm not putting.
It's possible. It's possible that both those guys are gone, and we still have no idea what Rutgers.
What's more important, a tight end or offensive tackle?
We might have 4 offensive.
So you're worried about Conklin and Uzomah leaving. I'm worried about Becton and Dwayne Brown leaving. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Or being injured.
For this year, though, I mean, how many guys do you need there?
I mean,
if they're healthy, they're going to play. That's the thing.
Prime time, listen.
Whoever you're drafting at 13 might not play if those guys are healthy.
Prime time. We were at the game when Mekhi Becton got hurt, right? Simple guy rolled up on his leg, out for the whole season, bro. The kid, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what can happen with the offensive line. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like listen, with Aaron Rodgers, I don't want to take that chance. You can sign a trade for another receiver. Like to get a guy to come in and be quality for Aaron Rodgers, man. Come on, man. His blind side, come on, man. You have to. I understand where you're coming from, prime time. It makes sense, but not a receiver in this draft for at 13. Now, if it was last year's draft, I could understand. It's more quality. You know what I'm saying? It's more quantity. You know what I mean? It's better quality. But I can't see that, man. I'm definitely not taking a fucking tight end at 13. No way, man. No way. That's the hell no.
And I'm a Notre Dame guy. I mean,
that's why I'm shocked by you.
If I'm a Notre Dame, I'd have a fan club. This be half channel, be half is Michael Meyer highlights the shit like that. But So we'll go from there. So the center position to me is a huge concern. My personal opinion is I think that he's just waiting for Aaron Rodgers, the trade to finally go through and then sign here, because you haven't seen any rumblings about Jones anywhere, have you? There's nothing. No. It's been silent. No. The Jets mentioned they wanted to talk to him, but that went silent. I think Jones is like, you know what? I'll come to the Jets, but I want to make sure Aaron Rodgers is actually going there. I don't want to play with Zach Wilson. Like, I don't blame him. Who does, right? So,
no, absolutely.
Is that what you guys kind of agree? But so prime time. If they do get Jones, do you still draft the center?
In round 2? I don't think so.
What?
I mean, aren't you signing Jones probably to a 3 or 4 year deal?
Yeah, but he's got injury concerns shit like that. You can groom the kid.
Oh.
I don't think I'm drafting a center that early. I mean, it depends obviously how they're addressing some of their other needs, but I don't think I could do it. No.
Okay. All right. I want to say this right here. The kid out of Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
The kid is probably the best center in the draft. You know, the one that would the Senior Bowl really showed up and showed out. That kid, I'm definitely taking a chance with. If he's there in the second round, I'm definitely taking him. But prime time, you do have a valid point. I will say this: this draft is really, really deep with centers. So I might not be taking a center for this year, but I'm damn sure taking one for next year. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking a player who has not been healthy. He's not going to be. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. Listen. The problem is you don't get quality guys in and let them grow and groom. I mean, listen. If you're taking a center in the second round, it's probably a good chance he's going to see the field. So you know what I'm saying? So if you're taking something, but you can grab a quality center in the 4th and 5th round in this draft. That's how deep the center class is this year. So listen, Tyson, if you're grooming a kid for a backup, because it's a lot of good players. I'm telling you,
I'm not grooming a kid for backup. I'm grooming my future starter. That's what I'm grooming for.
I mean, as for this year, I mean, when you can draft him, you don't feel like you have to play this kid. But if this kid had to come in, this kid could be dominant. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Prime time, your thoughts?
I'm just not doing it in round 2. If you can find somebody like that in round 4 or round 5, I'd be all about it. But
I'd rather get the top. If the top, this is like Breece Hall last year. If the top center is sitting there in the second round on your board,
then you know what? If you feel that strongly about him, you take him and you put that money elsewhere, and you don't sign Ben Jones.
I do both. Why not do both? Have a plethora of talent. Let's stock the lineup, man.
Yeah, I mean,
how about we have the best 22 though? They're actually going to be on.
All right,
the field.
So here's one. Here's a position that I'm real curious to see where your guys would go, because to me, you have C.J. Mosley. They brought back Quinnen Williams, which is great. But to me, I want a beast linebacker, sideline to sideline stud. They haven't had that probably since David Harris, right? No, he wasn't really sideline to sideline.
No.
But where would you go linebacker in this draft? What round?
I wouldn't mind going round 2 for linebacker.
Me neither. I wouldn't either.
Yep.
So somebody with some speed that can stick with tight ends. Yeah, absolutely.
The kid, what is his name? Over.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
I haven't done shit for draft research.
He's the kid from Texas, prime time. The kid is over something. He's a converted safety. Actually, I think they just had him in. This kid, you know what I'm saying? This kid can really, really be something special.
Over Sean?
Oh, that's him right there. Yo, my man's. Listen, this kid right here, if they draft him, I don't know if he'll be there in the second. I'm hoping he's there in the second round. If he's there in the second round, Joe Douglas is going to run and grab this kid. This kid is exactly what we needed. He's fast. He's sideline to sideline. He can cover. He's a converted safety. He's better than
Jack Campbell's the same way too, man.
Yeah, but Campbell's not going to be there in the second round, bro. You can go ahead and wrap that up. He is not going to be there, bro. He's a tackling machine.
That's a guy. I'd love to have that in this defense, dude. Man.
Exactly. But I want somebody, like I think Primetime said it best, man. I want somebody sideline to sideline that can cover a back.
I said that. Didn't I say that?
Oh,
that's pretty sure I said that.
Whoever said it, shit. I want some.
You guys don't think we also need a safety though?
Well, that's my next one, because the first thing is, as of now, Whitehead's on the team, but they traded for Clark, who could actually take over his spot if they want him to. They seem to be high on Tony Adams. I don't know why Ashton Davis is still here, but it's definitely a need. They need a free safety. They need a guy that can run, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like Hooker. A center fielder type, yeah.
Yep, exactly. I want somebody like Malik Hooker. That's who I've always wanted, somebody like him. Just so he can just cover range, free range, and just go for what he know, man. So, but I think they like the kid out of, what's this kid out of? He's a second round pick too. What's this kid out of, man? God, man. Illinois. I think it's Illinois. A safety, the kid's like 6'4" or something like that, can cover, you know what I'm saying? If he's there in the second and third, but we don't have a third round pick, so probably he's not gonna be there in the fourth. You're not getting anybody quality starter in the fourth round in this draft at safety, because I think you're gonna go fast. But you can also sign somebody too, though. Guys are gonna get cut after the draft too. They can come in and it's better than what we have right now. So
would you make a trade for like a Buda Baker or somebody?
Nope.
See, you know what? If we wouldn't have had Whitehead and Clark, I would get Buda Baker just because of what he is on the field. But I think
that money's got to go to Quinnen. That money's got to go to Rodgers.
Yeah. Well, what it is, Tyson, we have both of you guys are correct. We need somebody in that back end that can cover. You know who I really would like, man? I can't believe I'm about to say this shit. Yeah, I miss Marcus May. in this defense, I would miss Marcus May.
The old Marcus May.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. The one before he got doing crazy stuff. But I'm just saying that's the kind of safety that we need back there that can tackle, that can cover, that has range. That's all you need. I mean, this defense, that's all you need. But I don't think Tyson that we have anybody on this team right now that should be in a spot. I don't think you can use Clark there. I think it's a disadvantage. I really do.
Well, I think they like Tony Adams a lot. That's that's the guy.
But as free safety though, like
that's why they got rid of Pinnock last year.
Yeah, which I thought, bro. You know, we all was on Pinnock, bro. We was all shocked when he got cut. I
lost my shit.
Yeah, but that was different. That was different. But no, I mean, I listen. If you're gonna draft one, if you're not drafting someone in the second round, you're definitely drafting for just depth. You know what I'm saying? But I would love a free range safety that could just get over the field and just fix all the, just the last line of defense. So, but
if they could add a safety like that, I wonder if they would use Chuck Clark maybe as like a linebacker.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought that trade was for. Going with a 3 safety set or something like that, and use him just as a monster man. Yeah, give you a monster man, and he can cover. My problem with Whitehead is he can't cover anybody.
Clark's more of a box guy though, dude. He's like a big hitter. He's not a speed guy.
Tyson, absolutely, but he's great in coverage. That's why I say that I wouldn't be surprised if Whitehead is at a June 1st cut if we plan on keeping him, because I just think that he hasn't lived up to his contract the last 2 years. So let's see what happens.
2 years.
I mean, this year, 1 year. You know what I mean? But coming from Tampa,
making up things now.
Listen, coming from Tampa though. We thought we were getting the guy that came from Tampa, and I'm not gonna say it's because it was a new system, but I thought we were getting the guy from Tampa, and we didn't get that at all. So
no, you're waiting for those big impact plays, and he didn't make them. He made a couple towards the end of the season, but that was whatever. So and what other positions are there? Any other glaring positions in need? I think we covered them all. I mean, some people are saying the Jets should consider a quarterback in the later rounds, and I'm
and I give you the guy. Yes, sir. I give you the guy to get too, buddy. The kid out of UCLA, that's the kid we need to get. I'm telling you. That's the kid we need to get.
So how many quarterbacks are we going to have on the active roster?
Hey, listen, I don't care how many we got. I'm going to tell you this right here, that this kid right here needs to be drafted by us, and that this kid grow and become something later on. Listen.
Lord help us.
Aaron Rodgers is here for 1 year. So you're ready to hand the reins back over to Zach after one? Nah, bro, I'm done with Zach. I'm sorry. I'm done with him.
To me, it's like, we got prime time.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, they're gonna keep Zach regardless. You already signed Boyle, and don't you feel like you need another veteran?
To me,
Zach isn't it in training camp?
To me, Boyle is your insurance policy if this Aaron Rodgers thing drags out for a long period of time, because he knows Hackett's offense. He can help teach everybody while Aaron Rodgers is sitting there in Never Land until his trade goes down. But I mean, we talked about this last night with Gunny. It was like, dude, they should have signed Minshew. They should get Bridgewater. Yep. They should get somebody else, because season on the line. Like, if Aaron Rodgers gets banged up, say the playoffs are on the line or the AFC East is on the line, you're going to want Zach Wilson to play?
Nope.
No, I'll pass on that. Nope. I'm good. I want a veteran guy, somebody other than Zach.
I mean, we were just saying that we're gonna draft somebody late. I wouldn't mind if this kid, if he's there with a late flyer, I would take him. I'm sorry. I'm not. Listen, I don't want to see Zach. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't want to see Zach anymore. Period. I just don't. I don't. You know.
No, he can come back next year. I mean, this year's like to me. This year's like a redshirt year for him. He can sit and just watch all year.
Fuck that. He's not gonna get them. No, I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm done.
What's the harm in bringing him back though? You're not going to get anything trading for him right now.
No, there's no harm in bringing him back, and I know he's going to be here. That's not the point I'm making. I mean, I just don't think this kid is going to be a good quarterback for us. I mean, listen, we're going all in on Aaron Rodgers because we want to go all in this season, right? So if he's here one season, we're right back to Zach. So we're right in the same problem next year.
But see, the thing is that's why. I mean, I see all the comments about Quan. We all want Quan to come back. I mean, there's no reason. It's just it's got to be the same thing happened to him last year where he signed late, where everybody's like, "Wow, it was like he's probably asking for much or too much."
He wasn't. He wasn't. Like, you can get Quan back for probably $2.5-3 million, man. Why not bring Quan back?
He signed last year for $3 million, right?
He played like $1.5 million last year.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was cheap. He played.
I knew it was cheap.
Yeah, and he stayed healthy last year too.
But so, like, the thing is too is that if you're going to be all in on Aaron Rodgers, this is your win now team, must win, make the playoffs, all this shit. Then why would you shortchange the backup quarterback spot? Like, to me, it's like, all right, if you're all in there, dude, then give your team the best chance to win this season. And that means a better backup quarterback than Zach.
I don't want to see Zach on the field. Like, you already know.
we even upgraded punter. I mean, shit.
Yo, listen, your boy gone too, prime time. They got him.
Great man.
Oh, great man, yeah.
The guy that cost us fucking Trevor Lawrence.
Bro, Tyson, why you gonna bring that shit up? Man, that shit still hurt, bro.
Because you know what's funny is, dude, I did an 1.5-hour show last night, right? I talked for 2 minutes about like how I don't like Zach, and I had like two guys be like, "Bro, you were so freaking negative." An 1.5-hour show, 1.5 hours. 2 minutes of it were like kind of ripping Zach a little bit like this, and saying, which I'll ask you guys, like saying there's a tremendous amount of pressure on Saleh this year, a tremendous amount of pressure, because his defense has got to be very good. And he's got to manage Aaron Rodgers, and he's got to manage his team better, time management, game management, all this shit. This has to be a high-level playoff team with Aaron Rodgers on the team, and that's on Saleh. That's just a fact, dude. And they're like, bro, you're so negative. No, that's just facts. If this team wins 8 games this year, 9 games, he's fired.
He's fired.
It's playoffs or bust. That's it. Playoffs or bust.
No, it's prime time. It's AFC Championship game or bust. There's no, listen, you bring in Aaron Rodgers.
In terms of Saleh's job, though.
No.
If he makes the playoffs, he probably gets
he has to make it. He has to be like, but like you can't like crawl into the playoffs like 8 and 9. It's got to be like, you've got to win 10, 11 games. You got to show that you can coach a very good team and handle a primetime, ego and player like Aaron Rodgers. Like you've got to handle a lot. That's a superstar now. It's like you can hide Zach Wilson and play those little games and make everybody scapegoats. Aaron Rodgers will bury you if you're not a good coach. He'll call you out like, I don't know what they're calling plays here. That's not my shit. Or I'm not sure why he didn't call timeout here, because I would have called timeout.
Well, that's where I think the relationship with Hackett's really going to help, because I don't think he would disrespect Hackett like that. He's got too much respect for him. So I think that gives Saleh a little bit of leeway, at least early on, to get shit figured out.
But
there's a lot of pressure. You agree? That
absolutely. Yo, listen,
he doesn't come back if the team doesn't make the playoffs.
No, he doesn't. And he shouldn't. Listen, but I will say this as well, though. I think that Aaron Rodgers, the one thing I love about Aaron Rodgers being an asshole is he's going to hold everybody accountable. And that's something that I don't care who you are, he's going to hold you accountable. He's going to make you do your job. And that's what what our coach should be doing. So maybe Saleh can take a few lessons and learn something out, grow a little bit, because listen, you got to grow a pair, man, seriously, because Aaron Rodgers is not coming to lose. He's not coming here to be 8 and 8. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay said they didn't want me. Okay, no problem. He's going to come out here. He's going to ball the fuck out. And that's what I want to see him do.
It's funny, almost in a sense, that like Saleh's biggest flaw, you could say, is the way he handles players, right? Almost being too soft on guys and not being an enforcer. And now you're throwing this big personality at him. It's like, how's he going to respond to that?
Hey, you know what's crazy? You guys watch wrestling back in the day, the Four Horsemen. You know what happens is, Aaron Rodgers is the nature boy, but he also Arn Anderson, baby. He's the enforcer, baby. He's not gonna play that shit. Be late for a practice or drop a big time pass or be in the wrong spot. He's gonna call you out. He's gonna make you accountable, and that's the thing that we need on this team. And listen, to be a great leader, you know what I'm saying. You have to be able to be rough and be assertive when you need to be. If he doesn't, he can't let Aaron Rodgers walk over top of him.
But Aaron Rodgers he built all that credibility and everything in Green Bay with all his current teammates, shit like that.
Yeah.
He's walking into a locker room where all these young players are like, all right, we know who you are, but you also got to show us too. You got to show us that you're still a top level quarterback, that you can do all these things.
Tyson, let me ask you a question. You're an MMA guy, right?
Nope.
Whatever. So if Bone Jones walked in the room, you're going to give him.
Tyson will be like, he got to show me.
First.
Yeah, but you know what though? Also, I've been around long enough to say there's this highly touted guy that's coming in here, and when you watch him train and you watch him spar, you're like, you know what? Dude's lost a step. Dude's not as quick as he used to be. Oh, you know what? I know what he once was, but he's not that now. You think players won't see the same thing with Aaron Rodgers? Now, the good thing about Aaron Rodgers, you see him working out with Lazard, all these things. I mean, he could hold everybody accountable, be a big prick, but if he's not coming up clutch and making big time throws and doing a lot of good things, Tyson, like, dude, seriously?
Tyson, you think Aaron Rodgers is not going to be able to big throws, bro?
Bro, dude, I'm assuming he will, but I'm saying he can hold everybody accountable and say, you know what, Garrett Wilson ran the wrong route. And Garrett Wilson be like, you know what, you missed me on 3 different routes. So what's up?
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. The one thing I think that he does well is he's very accurate. He's going to get the ball to the right people.
Here's the difference, though. He was in the same system with the same coach for how many friggin' years, right? He was a plug-and-play guy in Green Bay. He was missing OTAs, wasn't even playing in the preseason. So Aaron Rodgers just showed up and said, you know what? This is my offense now. Dude. He's coming to a whole new different scheme now. Yes, it's Hackett. New scheme, new players, new routes, new everything. Everything is new.
but they're gonna gear that to what he does well.
I understand, but there's still gonna be a learning curve. There's still gonna be a learning curve with this. You think he's gonna walk in day one and be like, all right, I'm gonna throw for 400 yards every week?
Nah, I mean, well, listen. I mean, at the end of the day, he's
What do
gonna
you think, prime time?
I think the Rangers are up 3-0.
Yeah, I don't care. But what's interesting about the thing about like Aaron Rodgers can do all these things, but he's got to come in. He's got to come and produce, especially if he's only be here 1 year. You've got to come out and produce right off the bat.
Yes, but I also think there's going to be that mystique. I think early on where like he's going to get some time to get it figured out. Not that I think he's going to need it, but like the players know who he is. Like it's only a matter of time before he's going to show it. So
Tyson, I mean, he just takes. It's like, yo, listen, he's Aaron Rodgers. Like, yo, he walks in.
I understand, dude.
When he walks in the building, he's that guy, man. I'm sorry,
he's going to have the instant respect. Everybody's going to love him, and then he's got to back it up because he's not in Green Bay anymore. Yeah. This is a whole new city, a whole new town, a whole new team. But you got to show it, man.
But Tyson, when you sit back in practice last year, and you watch Zach Wilson miss wide open people, and you watch a guy who can just hit the open guy, it ain't gonna take much. Like it ain't hard for him. You know what I mean?
Well, no, to me, it is gonna be. My expectations are a lot higher than that. I expect him to come in here and play at a very high level right off the bat, and this team's got to win games. Yeah. We're going to say, you know what, he's going to allow to start off slow, and they go 1-3 and figure it out. Nope.
No.
If he's only going to be here for 1 year, you've got to get everything right off the bat.
Yo, this team's got to hit the ground running. I mean, nobody. If this team starts off 0-5, Saleh's fired.
No, but I'm not saying it. But I'm just talking about just the whole Aaron Rodgers mystique. He's got to bring it to the table as well before he starts ripping everybody shreds. Like, you know,
I mean,
and he will, man. You heard the interview on McAfee. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yo,
did you see him working out with Lazard? He looks
absolutely.
He wouldn't come back if he didn't think he still has it, or if he didn't have a purpose for doing it. So,
and he wants to prove something. Listen, bro, when you're an asshole and you got a reason to be pissed off, that's all you need, baby. That's all you need.
I agree. But I'm saying it's gonna be really, really interesting. And the other question, and the thing on Saleh, I agree, but he's definitely on the hot seat. But is according to Rappaport, this trade's gonna happen next week, which is no surprise. It's like everybody's saying the same thing. Like it's gonna happen right before the draft because that's what they have to do. Because if the Packers don't get compensation this year for Aaron Rodgers, they're completely incompetent. That's just ridiculous. It would make no sense to keep him around and not get any kind of, compensation this year. So it's like, at what point, prime time, do you start panicking if it doesn't happen? Like, so figured round one goes by, no trade. Friday night comes and the trade doesn't happen. Do you start sweating a little bit?
Honestly, like I would be happy if we get through the draft and the deal doesn't happen.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're putting more.
They could drag out to September then.
They could, but they would be so foolish if they did.
Yep.
Because that's money that they're not putting around their quarterback.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, listen.
So when do you get at what date do you get nervous?
I mean, I'm just saying I wouldn't really get nervous until we're talking about like mandatory shit that he's missing.
Like June?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Tyrone?
Now it's officially 3-0 after the last goal got waved off. Now I'm just letting you know.
Hey man, listen. Hey, I got a question though. What if we don't give up any picks this year and give up first next year?
First?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a late first, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
They could have
it's going to be more than that.
Yeah, listen. What I've been hearing is the only holdup. What this is Nick.
From who?
Yeah, I mean, got sources,
reports we're hearing it from.
Got sources, baby. Got sources, baby. I can't confirm nor deny, baby. But listen, the biggest holdup is
Twitter space.
Is 24. No, I haven't been on one of those spaces ever, bro. So it's one of those 2024 pick. They actually want a first, and that's the problem. And the Jets want some. They're not getting first, and the Jets want contingency that if he retires, that you know what I'm saying. Listen, you can't give up a first next year and he retires. It's not going to happen.
No, it's got to be conditional. Next year has to be conditional.
There's
no doubt about it.
But the problem is Green Bay sticking to that's the whole holdup. With the whole deal is
it depends on who you believe, though. Right?
Well, do you think Douglas is wrong if they did have a deal in place and then because of whatever Rodgers said on McAfee, the Jets got cold feet thinking he's only going to play a year and they went back on their original agreement? Like, do you think that's fucked up on Douglas at all? Or
no, I don't believe that.
Backfire now?
I don't believe that happened. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just, it's a spin. It's something to talk about. I think at the end of the day, they knew Rodgers was coming, and we know he's coming for 1 year. When he talked to Brandon Marshall, he said basically, "Yo, listen, in 1 year, he knew he's coming for 1 year. That's just what it is."
See, to me, like I don't believe half of this shit. I think in order for the Jets to go out to meet Aaron Rodgers in California, they had the parameters of a trade done where they said, you know what, we feel comfortable with. They may have like 3 different packages. We feel comfortable with any one of these 3 enough to say, you know what, we'll put our name out there that we're meeting with him. Because they know that they don't want to blow up in their face, right?
So then why haven't they talked in weeks and why hasn't it gotten done?
Yep.
Because it's got to be some kind of sticking point where it's like either, I don't know, man, maybe it's a stipulation for next year or it's just maybe they're trying, I don't know. But to me, it's just like they had to be close. They had to be because why else would the Jets? Because, you know, the backlash of not getting him would be tremendous, dude. Like they literally went all in. When they said, you know what, we're going after, they said, you know what, Derek Carr, we don't want you. We don't want you. We don't want you. Aaron Rodgers is our guy 1,000%. They put their name all over it. So they had to be close in terms of the compensation. They had to be.
But the only way the Packers can prevent that from happening is by screwing themselves over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like not getting a pick in this draft is probably
crazy.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's really foolish. And do you think the 2 twos will get it done? Like a 2 this year and 2 next year?
Yep.
Be done with it? Or would you? Oh, listen. Or would you guys rather go both 2s this year and be done with it, nothing next year?
No,
I think
I want more help this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't do both 2s this year. Absolutely not. But I also think Corey Davis is part of the trade though, because they kept saying that they need a veteran wide receiver leader. You know, it's like that's Corey Davis. He's a captain. He's a veteran. It just makes sense to me. So, but I mean, to me, I just kind of think that the NFL wants this done because they want this schedule to come out. They want to get the Jets their 5 primetime games. They want to do what they want, all the hype. They want because what's going to happen is if this trade doesn't happen, you know, after day 1, the draft coverage will be monopolized by the Aaron Rodgers saga. Nobody's going to give 2 shits about the draft. It's going to be like, what's going on, Aaron Rodgers? It's going to overplay the entire draft. And the NFL doesn't want that.
What can they do about it, though?
There'll be a huge distraction.
Nothing they can do about it, though.
But I'm saying, that, you know how the NFL, they don't like the draft night is all about the kids, man, living their dream, breaking out the dream. You don't want every other thing to be like, well, is Aaron Rodgers on a plane? Is he here? It's an unnecessary distraction, man. Just get this shit done with. Like Wednesday.
Somebody's got to blink, though. Somebody's got to blink, and right now,
somebody got to follow. You know, hey, bro, listen, you know, they're playing poker, and you know what I'm saying. Listen, we're not going to budge. You're not going to budge. It's going to get done. I mean,
see, I think right now it's easy to have this stalemate because there's no deadline. You're not missing anything. You're not missing practices. You're not missing the draft compensation. Once you get to the draft, then it's like, all right. Once you get past the first round, all right, man. Now there's a deadline. Because once you get to that.
And that's why I think the Packers are going to blink first.
Yeah.
Their draft pick or the pick that they're going to want from us is going to come well before we need Aaron Rodgers in the building for anything serious. So
you know what else could happen too? Aaron Rodgers could just go to Green Bay Monday and just show up for weightlifting.
I wish you would do that shit.
Bro, on some real asshole shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I would do, man. That's what I would do. Click my $50,000. Like, what's up? How you guys doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not? That'd be funny as hell.
Dude. Could you imagine having to give him $60 million?
Didn't Brett Favre do that? I think didn't Brett Favre didn't he threaten to show up and he was like he got on a plane or something? I thought was it Favre or somebody else? I thought somebody did that. Where he actually, all right, you know what? I'm showing up, and they're like, no, we'll trade you. We're out. Like, come to the Jets.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, if he shows up, man, listen, could you imagine having to pay Aaron Rodgers $60 million because he dropped a weight on his foot?
The minute you saw him walking what the hell? Fallon, what are you out of your mind? Fallon, what are you doing?
Oh, man, what's up, big dog? Where you been, man?
What the crazy, dude?
Yo, man, yo.
I don't even have any shirts to send you. I'm out of everything. Damn, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I'll cook something for you again next week.
Yo, absolutely, man. And I'm playing cornhole with you and the wife, so I got you.
So, in terms of draft, I mean, we're gonna do it. I guess we're gonna do a stream for it. I guess, right? Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. Like last year, yeah. Hey, listen, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Last year's draft, yo, that was the greatest draft ever, bro. We all was on here like, yo, just going crazy, man. Our
reaction to Sauce wasn't so great.
The rest of them. I was happy. But listen, when they went for Jermaine Jones, bro, like Jermaine Jones.
Is that new guy on the team?
UFC?
Jermaine Jones?
You know what I mean, bro. Listen, we all just got excited, man. That last year's draft, man, was like the first round with 3 picks, man. It was just
Jermaine
crazy.
Jones and Ahmad Smith they drafted.
Ahmad Sauce Gardner. Yo,
Garrett Thompson, all those guys they got.
Hey, well, listen. If Houston would have took Sauce, would they have took Thibodeau?
Who gives a shit? I don't care. We got
I'm just
sauce.
saying. I'm just
I don't
saying.
care.
I think they
I'm
would.
just saying. Yeah, they would have took Stingley. They would have took him.
So we're gonna stream next Thursday.
I'm in.
Tyler's like, I'm busy.
No. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll be able to get on.
We got a nice surprise coming for future Thursdays also.
Yeah,
I heard
boy.
about
Hey,
that.
I just saying, man. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, baby. The Hollywood get his guest appearance every 2 weeks. What's up, baby? Hey.
See,
Whatever you want.
Tyler's always trying to work his way into things.
Hey, listen, man.
We'll make like a 30-second segment for you.
Yo, you got my favorite 4 guys, man. What are you talking about? Yo, of course, I'm bugging the fuck out of you. You can either let me on the easy way or the hard way, whatever it is, man. Get out and lay down, man. Come on, my beating single shit, baby. I'm just busting through. Showing up, baby.
Kevin's just gonna block him.
Wow. Hey, listen, don't worry about it, man. When I see him,
Why ain't this link working?
Yeah, when I see his ass at the first home game and his grill get knocked over, don't say shit, all right? Yeah.
Apparently, I'm not bringing my grill the first game, so
Nope.
Oh, my
excited for that.
My bad. But listen, hey, prime time, you gotta make some of them good ass onions and steak, bro. I ain't even gonna holler at you, man. That shit was.
Hold on, before you even talk about tailgates or anything, is it true what I've been seeing on Twitter and in the comments that the Jets are actually making fans sign up for a 2-year commitment?
Yo, I saw that early today with Kyle, man. That was
said
crazy. Yeah, I saw that, yo. I saw that early.
I saw somebody else mention it in the comments. I was wondering if that's true. If it is, that's nuts. They're doing.
That's crazy.
Bold. That's bold.
But that's bold. But then it's like, all right, then give me, when I sign this contract, give me guarantee of Aaron Rodgers here 2 years. Right?
Absolutely.
Like that's what they're trying to do, make money that way. Like Aaron Rodgers gonna play 2 years, you get 2 years of tickets for him. And then he retires next year. Because you know for sure this time next year we're gonna be having streams. Is Aaron Rodgers gonna play this year?
Oh yeah,
he's in a darkness retreat. Will he retire?
Yo, listen,
I'll be streaming the entire darkness retreat.
Yeah, listen, we'll be having we'll be having these same conversations next year. Unless we win a Super Bowl, then I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Hey, bro, yo, listen, go in dark. I go in darkness with you. Shit.
They win a Super Bowl. I'll be in a retreat for the next year. I won't even see football.
Man, shit, man. I'm listening. Every show I'm coming on, I'm getting drunk. I ain't tripping.
All right. Well, I think we covered a lot, and then we'll be live next Thursday, unless the Jets do like the trade goes down. We'll go live that night, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
We'll discuss that. Get the draft, and then that's kind of it. It's not really a lot to talk about. You got what's the score to Nick game? Any idea?
Yeah, please let me know that because I got to watch the game.
The Rangers are 3-0 at intermission.
I had to watch the game on my phone, so you got to watch my Nick game tonight. Let's go, baby.
Wait, hold on. Going back to the Knicks for a second. I mean, wasn't it both of you on the last stream that said the Knicks didn't have a chance against Cleveland?
I mean, listen, man.
I was hoping that Julius Randle didn't play because I would think he'd be a better catch with him.
I remember
I didn't realize that RJ Barrett was going to go into his shell and not play at all.
You guys were killing Randle.
No, man. I mean, he does though. And you know what? Really, I was having this conversation a couple of days ago, man. You know what's so crazy is Donovan Mitchell supposed to be a Knick. You know that, right? That just breaks my heart, man.
Him and Brunson together.
Yo, bro, Eastern Conference Final, man.
I guess apparently they
could still make a run though.
Nah.
Randle the team flowed when Randle got hurt. The team was flowing so well. They were exciting up and down the court.
OB started balling.
Yep.
Yo, man, like
the Knicks don't win that game 1 without Randle's first half though.
Yo, not at all.
They didn't do shit in the end, though. Well, he actually made a couple plays in the end, but
I mean, fucking biggest offensive rebound of the game.
Yeah,
he can.
Because you know what happens, man. Once he gets double teamed, man, he just
he hogs on to, he holds on to, he forces the shit up.
He
doesn't have to do that now because you got Brunson.
Nah, but you still need more. The RJ Barrett's the problem, man. He's just not that
Brunson,
guy.
I'm sorry. If Barrett actually stepped up this year as like a true number 2, then it would be a lot.
He's not though. You know what he does, man? He shoots a fucking lot, bro. He shoots too fucking much.
Can't hit a 3.
Yo, he shoots too much. In the shot he don't fucking like.
All right, let's wrap this up. Actually, instead of talking about it, I want to watch it. So thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back live next week, unless Aaron Rodgers comes to the Jets sooner, which hopefully he does. We'll talk to you guys later. I want to go watch all this shit.